Welcome back to Video Champions. I'm Howard Wolpoff, your host. We'll be talking about video, all the great things that companies are doing to showcase themselves through video. I have with myself today our co-host Andrew Cardy. And Andrew, welcome to the conversation.
Thank you so much, Howard. Happy to be here.
Well, I'm glad you're here because I've really been thinking about collaboration with video. So how important is that people and companies are really focusing on collaboration?
Collaboration is key. I mean, film, I think, is one of those industries and those creative spaces where if you're not collaborating, you can kind of tell. And so there's a collaboration in the creative process that really makes a better product. And then certainly when there's a collaboration between a company who's trying to use this video medium or this creative expression, there has to be collaboration there too. So if you're trying to lone wolf it or do it on your own, you really can start seeing that in the quality of the story and the quality of the product as well.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, and it really makes for a great team product in the end.
Yeah.
So we're going to add to our conversation here. We have with us Jamie MoCrazy from MoCrazyStrong Foundation. And Jamie, welcome to our conversation as well.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to chit-chat.
Well, I'm excited to have you part of this conversation. So let's start. Tell me about your thoughts on video, how it really plays a role in everything that you're doing.
Yeah, well, MoCrazyStrong Foundation produced #MoCrazyStrong, which after our successful film festival tour and winning multiple awards is actually public now on Amazon Videos. So that's really exciting. And speaking of collaboration, it's been amazing how the film really tells the story that we collaborate with in public speaking and for events. And we can always use this film to tell the story in a really emotional and gripping way.
Well, storytelling is very important, and capturing it on video to share it with people really does make such a difference and a presence. What kind of work are you doing to help build those stories, or the stories come to you ready to go and get behind the camera?
Well, for #MoCrazyStrong, that's actually my story of going up to being a professional slopestyle halfpipe skier, the first woman in the world to do a double backflip at the X Games, and then my near fatal brain injury and my recovery process. So what our foundation does is we work in collaboration with policy, different nonprofits, globally actually, on brain injury awareness, advocacy, taking steps to better the lives of the survivors and their family caregivers. And so using film to tell this story, it's an 18-minute film, has really enhanced our ability to communicate about brain injury and recovery and allow us to dive deeper into each collaboration that we do, actually at a global level.
That's amazing, Jamie. And Jamie, I'm wondering, when you were in the midst of your personal story, and what a triumphant story it is, what was it that prompted you to say, this needs to be a film, I could use this as a tool to get that message wider? Was there like an epiphany moment, or was it somebody that came and said, let's collaborate, we got to tell this story?
It's actually really interesting because when I was in the hospital, so I was in a coma, and then when I woke up from the coma, I had serious amnesia, so no memory of anything that was happening. And then when my mind started to come back, the nurses would ask where I was, and I would say, I'm in a movie about a hospital. I had actually gone to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and I had loved this movie realm of being able to tell stories through film. And my mind just thought I was in a movie about a hospital. And so finally my mom was like, okay, you're supposed to tell her you're in a hospital. So I said, I'm supposed to say I'm in a hospital. And she's like, you know where you are. And really, I didn't. I kept that feeling of the movie as my mind came back, and I was able to start accomplishing more things, and I had a huge recovery process. But as I was recovering, I kept that idea of a movie about a hospital, my story in a movie form, And then when I went back for my 1-year anniversary to the mountain, Whistler, Canada, that almost took my life, my sister and I were like, we're going to make a documentary about this story. And then we had a lot of ups and downs, and it took another about 8 years to make the story and have it go public. And now it's public on Amazon Prime, a movie about the story. So it's always been kind of a want. And then I've always thought, as my mind came back even more and I was more rational about things, that it would do a really good job of telling the story. And we won multiple awards because the audience thinks it's very emotional and impactful, and that allows us to cause more change because film does a fantastic job of the emotions.
Well, Jamie, the story is incredible. The fact you're able to share it with so many people and people can really learn from your experience and what you went through is fantastic. I'm glad you have a chance to share it. I'm glad you had a chance to share it with our audience today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. And we definitely have some more really impactful films that our foundation is starting to work on as well, because we believe that telling stories through film can really help bring them to light and accomplish what you want to get accomplished.
Well, thank you so much. And thank you as well for joining us. Telling stories can really bring the story to life, and putting it on video and sharing it with people really gives an opportunity to get that story out there and to really help with lessons that people really do need to see that others have gone through. So go check out MoCrazyStrong and everything they're doing, but go out, have a great rest of today, and we will see you next time.